Alright boys, here we are. Sheik mashup chart. Okay, +2. Well, actually, let's just start from here. So Banjo is, I think it's +1. I think we out-frame data Banjo pretty hard. He gets comboed hard. I don't think a lot of his kill setups are that hard to avoid, which is like important for Sheik to not die early. I don't think like Banjo's kill setups are the best. Edge guarding him is hard, or less trapping him is hard because of his grenade, but it's not too bad for Sheik because she can edge guard him, and she can also just like charge her needles, or, like use her side B when Banjo's like on the edge without like having to commit to a ledge trap. So I think +1 is in a good spot. Bayo, I actually don't know. I don't have enough experience in this particular matchup, so I'm gonna put her here. If I were to be guessing, I'd probably put an even, but I don't know. I'd rather not guess, you know, unless I have a. I'd rather not guess unless I'm like 60 to 70 to 80% sure. If it's anything less than that, I'd rather not guess. Bowser is definitely +1. A lot of people apparently think she loses to Bowser, and this is one of my most practiced matchups. She destroys Bowser in my opinion, but like she destroys Bowser, but she can also die very early, which is why I wouldn't put it in +2. I'd put it in +1. It's +1 because she combos Bowser really hard and she edge guards Bowser really hard. Like most heavies can be annoying because you can't kill them early, but Bowser is an exception, and so is DK, because they're really free to edge guard. So it's like you can always kill them by edge guarding them. You don't have to worry about like just killing them like honestly. You know what I mean? Bowser Jr. also +1. Another matchup I've practiced a fair amount. Gets comboed really hard. You can die early to Bowser Jr., but you really shouldn't. A lot of his stuff is pretty easy to see coming, except maybe like jab at the edge. Other than that, like he gets comboed so hard and he loses neutral so hard. It's definitely like +1 at least. Okay, Byleth. This is a tricky one. I'm gonna put this in +1 or even, only cause I hate Byleth Nair a lot in the matchup. You can footstool out of shield it, but that's only if he doesn't space it correctly. Other than that, you can't do anything about it, and like it's a huge disjoint, and like Sheik doesn't have like the biggest disjoints, and her disjoints trade usually, or she either loses or trades with her disjoints. So like if I nair and Byleth nairs, 9 out of 10 times I'll lose or it'll trade. Same with forward air, same with back air, and Byleth kills early too. But like we should win in neutral, and we can edgeguard him. A lot of characters can't edgeguard Byleth because his tether recovery is really good. But I think Sheik is actually really good at edgeguarding Byleth. To get back to my original point, Sheik can gimp Byleth. Even though most characters cannot gimp Byleth, Sheik actually can gimp Byleth. And I think it's pretty big in the matchup. If it wasn't for that, I would probably put Byleth in even or -1. But since she can gimp Byleth, not reliably, but she can gimp Byleth, I'll put it in +1 or even. I think it's really important whether my character can edgeguard like people in the matchup or not. It's like a huge factor in my opinion, because she can just get free kills if she can edgeguard somebody. Okay, next up, Falcon. +1. He gets out neutraled, out frame laid out, gets comboed really hard. Doesn't get edgeguarded that hard, surprisingly. His up B is actually pretty good for recovering, and it's like impossible to 2-frame him with down tilt. It's like really hard to 2-frame Falcon with down tilt. It's like almost impossible. You can obviously you can edgeguard Falcon, but it's not as free as you think. You have to like really be on point with your reads. I'm very tempted to put Chrom at +2. Because I think Sheik fucks up Chrom, honestly. I think Sheik edgeguards Chrom really hard. Probably the best character she can edgeguard. I'm going to put him in +2. She edgeguards Chrom really hard, but Chrom also gets... Chrom and Roy both are like the perfect combo weight for Sheik. So, it's similar to Bowser Jr., I'd say, and Falcon. like these three characters and Roy as well, they get comboed really hard by Sheik. So yeah, Cloud, easy +1. I've played against a lot of good Clouds. I played against Azriel, who's like the best Cloud in Europe. I played against Spargo actually 2 months ago in Mexico. Me and Spargo played like only 3 sets, but I took a set. It was all best of 5. I won 1 set, and I lost a set, and then the last set was game 5, last hit, and I had a full stock lead. And Spargo was like, "I'm not losing this," and he like did the gamer lean, and then he made a comeback and beat me. And then after our sets, he was like, "I think Sheik is Cloud's worst matchup." And I was like, I don't know about that, but it's definitely a winning matchup for Sheik because you can just edgeguard Cloud. Yeah, he did the gamer lean on me, and it was rough. He made the comeback, and I was mad about it. So I think it's really possible. I think I'd struggle way more against Spargo's Byleth, honestly, or his Aegis, because it wouldn't be as free to edgeguard. And I'm pretty sure in tournament he would not go Cloud against me. But yeah, so +1. I have a lot of experience in matchups, so I can at least confidently say it's +1. Corrin, I don't know. Not enough experience because nobody plays fucking Corrin. It's probably +1, but I don't want to like. I'm not certain enough. So yeah, he did the gamer lean. Daisy and Peach. A lot of Sheik mains like this matchup. I should probably add one more column for -1 or even. Can I drag this here? Yeah, perfect. That's a lot of columns, but whatever. A lot of Sheik mains say we do good against Daisy, but honestly, I don't see it. And I've played with Meru a lot. And like all my other characters do better against Meru than my Sheik. Like my Aegis does better. My Snake does better back when I played Snake. My Chrom does better. Sheik is like one of my worst performing characters against Meru. And I don't know for sure if he's just really good against Sheik or not, but like the matchup doesn't feel that good because Peach can literally just like float cancel a back air in place and like you can't do anything. It's like I'm oversimplifying it a little bit, but like Peach trades so well with Sheik, it's insane. Like she just trades with everything and you can't do anything about it a lot of times. So I'm gonna put her in. Where the fuck is she? I'm gonna put Daisy in -1 or even. Tempted to put it in -1, but I'll put it in -1 or even for now. Corrin gets ran over. I would assume so, but I'm not sure. Okay, Pit, not enough matchup experience, so I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, I need to scroll out or zoom out a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay. Diddy Kong. I'd say this is a straight up even matchup. Not much has changed since Smash 4 in this matchup. I feel like it's pretty similar in the sense that it's like two honest characters fighting each other. Honest in the sense that they don't cheese each other with early kills other than she gimping Diddy Kong. But for the most part, it's pretty even. Like it doesn't get more even than this IMO. This is like a really good example of like straight up even matchup. So yeah, really even. Frame data wise, they're about the same. Neutral wise, they're about the same. Less trapping wise, they're about the same. The only thing Sheik has over Diddy is she can edgeguard Diddy, but I wouldn't say that's substantial enough for me to put it in +1. So even. DK is definitely +1. Similar to Bowser, he gets comboed really hard and he gets edgeguarded really hard. The best way to edgeguard Bowser and DK is either through Needle's Bouncing Fish, because they have to recover at a very horizontal angle. So if they go too low, and usually for characters to avoid Needles in the Bouncing Fish, they have to go really low and do like a vertical recovery. So your Needles, so they go to under your Needles. But like for Bowser and DK, a lot of times they're forced to like recover from a horizontal angle, and it's just the freest Needles to Bouncing Fish ever. Obviously they can still go a little bit lower and avoid it, but it's not as easy for them as it is for like a character like Roy or Falcon. And another thing that's really good against both is wall hanging into back air. So he uses wall hang, and then when they up B, he uses back air, and you can like do that an infinite amount of times, and it just works really well against them. So they get edge guarded and combo too hard for this to be like even. DK isn't +2. No, I don't think DK is +2 because of one single thing, which is cargo throw up air. Because that shit, if you get grabbed at any platform stage, so like Smashville, Kalos, Battlefield, PS2, Hollow Bastion, if you get grabbed at like 70 or like 60 to 70, depending on how much rage DK has, you're just dead. It's very similar to Smash 4 in that sense. But even despite that, I think Sheik still wins the matchup despite that. But like, if it wasn't for that thing, I would put it in +2. And I've played like the best Bowsers in the world, except Leon, which is technically the best Bowser. But I've played like Dark Thunder, and I've played Zemel, who's like second best Bowser in Europe, I think. And I've played a Japanese Bowser a few years ago, and it just feels good for Sheik. Same with DK. I've played like a Mexican DK who's really good. I think he was like the best DK in Mexico, and I played in the tournament, and that was literally the matchup. Like I was just winning neutral over and over and edgeguarding him, and he was just grabbing me and up airing me. But despite that, Sheik still wins. Dr. Mario, not enough experience. I have no idea. Duck Hunt, not enough experience. The few times I've played this matchup, I didn't like it at all. It felt very annoying. But I don't want to put it in not enough experience, but probably losing. I'll reserve that for a few more convincing matchups. Falco, I think it's even. I've played against pretty much the best Falcos, honestly. I played against Larry in friendlies a lot. Although I mostly played Chrom during that. I still had some Sheik sets. I played against Tilde as well in Switzerland. But again, that was mostly with Chrom. But I did play like 2 or 3 Sheik sets. And I played against Elite Tweets, who's like the best Falco in Europe right now. And yeah, it feels even. She can edgeguard Falco really well. She can combo him really well. But like, I think Falco's quite good at killing Sheik. Up tilt is also like a great anti-air against Sheik's short hop spacing. I can't just like short hop near at Falco or like short hop forward air at Falco. It's really annoying. I have to play really grounded in that matchup. I can't do the same things I can do in a lot of other matchups. But since she can edgeguard Falco really well, I'm going to put it in even. Fox, probably even. I don't have enough matchup experience to know for sure, but I'm like 70 to 80% sure it's even. Pretty similar to Falco, except Fox has more trouble killing, but he's faster, so that's the trade-off. He's faster, but he has more trouble killing, so that's why I'm still putting him in even. Because if he was faster and he was able to kill just as well as Falco, I'd put it in -1. But no, he has the trade-off where he can kill, but he's faster. So for meta-wise, he's more annoying to like edgeguard, or not edgeguard, out neutral. That Ganondorf, probably +2. Probably +2. I don't have enough matchup experience, I'll be honest. But I feel like Ganon probably gets fucked up, like combo-wise. And he gets edgeguarded really hard, I'd say. So probably +2. Greninja, I'm gonna go ahead and say +1 or even. I've played against Tarek, and I've played against Ice Studying, who are like 2 of the best Greninjas in the world. I'm considering putting it in here, +1, but I don't have enough matchup experience to know for sure it's +1. So I'll put it in +1 or even for now. Yeah. Similar to Fox, I think she can keep up with Greninja's speed. And also similar to Fox, Greninja has trouble killing. But like Greninja is slower than Fox, and he's less annoying in a lot of like scenarios than Fox is. And I feel like neutral is like way easier against Greninja than Fox, so I'm gonna put him here. Hero, yeah, I don't have enough experience in this matchup because nobody plays Hero. Ice Climbers, -2. I feel like I don't need to elaborate, but I will elaborate for the people that don't know because I've tweeted about this before. This matchup is really annoying. Admittedly, I don't have a lot of experience in this matchup, and the Sheik mains that do have experience in this matchup, like Mjolnir and Captain L, I think they said it's -1. But like, for me, from what I've seen, it's like super annoying. Because like, I don't know, you just can't combo Ice Climbers at all. Because Nana's just a bitch, and then they trade so well with you. It's super annoying. But at the same time, I haven't played the matchup too much. But I don't want to make another column where it's like -2 or -1. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to put it in -2. Otherwise, it's going to be too many columns. Ike is +2 IMO. He gets edge guarded. He gets comboed. He gets out neutraled. I can kill Sheik early if he lands like a near up air, but that's pretty much it. And that's pretty like pretty transparent like setup. You can avoid easily. Yeah, as long as you don't get like rage nared, it should be a +2 matchup. Ruthie, thanks for the follow. Okay, Incineroar. Yeah, I don't have enough experience in this matchup at all. Yeah, nobody plays Incineroar, so I don't fucking know. Inkling. I think Inkling is -1 or even. And I've played this matchup with Space a lot in tournaments. And even though I've beaten Space, like I want to say 3 out of the 4 sets we last played, or like 2 out of the 3 sets we last played. I think he took 1 set out of like 4 in the last 4 sets we played. I still think, even though I won, I still think the matchup is like even or -1, because it's just annoying as shit. Inkling can also get up to up air against Sheik, which is like huge. Like you get grabbed at like 100 with a little bit of rage and you're just dead. She low profiles on a lot of your falling aerials, and Sheik's falling aerials are great. Like I love doing falling fair or falling near, but against Inkling, those 2 things are just not that good because of her dash animation. What's up, Librarian? Yeah, we're making the matchup chart finally. Also doing the tier lists probably next week. But anyway, it's hard to edgeguard Inkling too because she has like mix-ups with her roller. She can like jump and then roller and then double jump and go really low. Inkling Bear outspaces a lot of my stuff. It's annoying, but it's doable. It's not like that bad, but it's still like pretty annoying. So this one I'm gonna put here. I don't have enough experience in this matchup, but I feel like Villager and Isabelle, and honestly Kirby as well for that matter. I just hate fighting short characters that I can't combo or edgeguard with Sheik. It's super annoying. It's like I feel like I just have to rely on straight hits because I can't combo them and I can't edgeguard them. So it's all straight hits, and Sheik's straight hits aren't that good. It's not that much damage. Like I need to carry momentum with like either edgeguards or like good kill setups or like good combos. But like none of those 3 things, like kill setup, edgeguards, or combos, works against these characters that well. Same with Ice Climbers, which is why I put them in -2. So yeah, I think these matches are annoying. I would go Chrom against Villager and Isabelle for sure. And against Kirby, I don't know yet who I'd go. Probably Chrom or Aegis. But I think Chrom fucks up Isabelle and Villager, so I would still play Chrom for like a few matchups. Yeah, but I also don't have enough experience against any of these characters, so that's why I'm not putting them like straight up in -2 or -1. I'm gonna put Pichu and Pikachu in -2. For the same reasons as these characters. It's like you can't combo them that well. They low profile everything. You can't edgeguard them. Hitting them with kill setup is hard. It's like it's super annoying. Like, and I've played against Neuros in friendlies. I've played against Naitaru in friendlies with Sheik. That shit felt impossible. I've played against Yeti 2 weeks ago in Austria, and it felt so hard with Sheik versus Pichu. It felt so hard. I played Jaka, but I went Chrom against Jaka, so doesn't matter. Isn't Pichu a harder match than Pikachu? I think it's about the same, honestly. Pichu dies earlier, but she can kill you earlier, and that's a trade-off, so it's about the same. think Yoshi's -1. Yeah. Honestly, a lot of the matchups that I think are losing with Sheik are for 3 primary reasons, which is my kill setups are hard to land either because they're heavy or because they're really small. In Yoshi's case, it's because they're heavy. I can't edge guard them. So even if they're heavy, like Bowser or DK, I can still edge guard them. So like it doesn't really matter. I can still get the kills early. I can't edge guard them. And then the third reason is I can't combo them that well. So Yoshi can just double jump out of everything, and I can't combo him that well. And so it ends up being a battle of trades, and I don't win that battle of trades against Yoshi. So if the characters I mentioned, like if they're good against Sheik in all those 3 things, then it's probably losing. So I think Joker is an even matchup. I've played this matchup a lot with a lot of Jokers. I've played against Emas for like 4 or 5 hours, probably more in total. And I played against Leo in Mexico for like 2-3 hours. And it felt doable. Like I played against Gluto in Mexico, and I think Wario's a losing matchup. And against Gluto, it felt like so bad with Sheik. It was like really hard. And then I played against the best player in the world, and I was like, wait, why is this easier? Then I realized it's the matchup. Like Sheik sucks against Wario, but Sheik does good against like Joker. Good enough to the point where I can call it even. So I'm gonna put it in even. She can edgeguard Joker when she doesn't have Arsene, and she just does good in neutral against Joker. She can outcamp Arsene really well with needles. She's really good at not committing versus Arsene. I mean, she gets janked by like down air up smash and like Arsene back air and shit, but like doesn't happen too often. So I'm gonna put it in even. Jigglypuff. I don't have enough experience in this matchup at all. Nobody plays this character, so yeah, putting it here. I think Kazuya is +1. I've played against Tarek. I've played against Riddles for like 3-4 hours. I've played against Tarek for like a full day, so like 5-6 hours. Yeah, definitely +1. Like Sheik's really good at avoiding Kazuya's combo starters, and even if she gets hit by like an electric, she's hard to combo because of her hitbox shifting. If you just mix up your DI, so what you do is like, you know how there's a DI indicator when Kazuya electrics you? You just kind of trick them, right? You just hold one direction, so they think you're gonna go that direction when they look at the DI indicator, and then at the very last moment you switch direction, and then it messes them up. That combined with Sheik's hitbox shifting, it's hard for them to get like a clean 0 to death on you, even on FD. Like you can watch my set against T, like, and against Andrik as well. I forgot I played against Andrik's Kazuya as well in tournament. Or not Andrik, Andres, sorry, Andres from Spain. And yeah, like they'll get the combo starters on FD, but they still can't kill me because it's Sheik. And I know how to DI the combos. So, and on top of that, she can low profile on a lot of stuff Kazuya can do, including electric. She can like crouch and down tilt, and then she combos Kazuya really well, and she can edgeguard Kazuya decently. Mostly with grenade, honestly. Grenade's like really good for edgeguarding Kazuya. So I'm gonna put it here +1. Ken, I think it's +1 as well. So this also applies to Ryu, if I can find him. I think they both are good at janking Sheik, but I don't think that's enough for him to win the matchup. It's similar to like Smash 4, where yeah, like I'm Sheik, I can die at 60, you know, especially if they have rage, but I dominate in neutral so hard, and I combo them so hard, and I edgeguard them really hard that it doesn't really matter. Especially grenades. Grenades against these two characters, like Burst Grenade, is like super good because they don't snap the edge when they up B. So what happens is if I time my grenade properly and they try to up B like towards the edge and they're recovering, since they don't snap, a lot of times the wind pulls them away from the edge and they just die. The grenade just kills them at like 90 or 100. I'd say these two matchups are like some of the best matchups for grenade usage off stage. Like you'll get the most grenade kills in these two matchups out of like the entire cast pretty much. King DDD, I don't have enough experience. I'm very tempted to put him here low key because like according to my criteria, it should be a hard matchup because I can't kill him or edgeguard him. I can combo him, but But like that's pretty much it. But like I can combo him really well, and I win in neutral, so I'm gonna put it here because I don't have enough experience. I'm gonna put King K. Rool here as well. I know a lot of people are laughing probably because they think, well, that should be a winning matchup easily, but you'd be mistaken, honestly, because like Sheik against heavies, like if she can't straight up kill heavies by edge guarding them, it can be really annoying to kill them, and King K. Rool is like impossible to like edge guard, like, and he trades really well with Sheik. Low key I want to put him here, but I'm not going to because I don't want to get like too much shit from people saying Sheik loses to King K. Rool, like that's not possible. So I'm just gonna suck it up and put it here. And honestly, I don't have enough experience to know for sure, so it's fine. What's up, Mjolnir? Looking solid so far. Thank you. Yeah, we're not done yet though. So Link is probably +1. I know a lot of Link players don't like the matchup, but I don't think it's that bad for Link. I think Link Nair is like really good against Sheik. If it wasn't for Link Nair, I'd put it in solid +1. But like, fucking Link Nair is just so annoying for Sheik. It just out disjoints every arrow I do. I'm more inclined to put it in +1, but I'm not sure. So I'm putting it in +1 or even. Lil Mac, I haven't played it enough, honestly, to know for sure. But if I were to be guessing, it's probably +2 if I were to be guessing. But since I haven't played enough at all, I'm gonna put it in +1 because I don't want to. I just don't want to be like wrong, you know. In theory, I think it should be +2, but I haven't played against good Lil Macs at all with Sheik, like ever. I went to Japan like 2 years ago and like played against their Lil Macs, but that was 3 years ago and that was with Chrom. So I'm just gonna put it +1 here for now. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, Lucario's a weird one. Lucario's definitely an odd one because Sheik out neutrals Lucario so hard. I feel like neutral is so free, but like Lucario can just kill you super early, and that goes for a lot of characters. But I think Lucario specifically, it applies more to him because he can kill you with like straight hits. He can kill you with like a straight back air, or like a straight F smash, or like a straight RO sphere, and a lot of other characters can't really do that. Like Ryu and Ken can kill you with like a straight up B, I guess, but like that's a commitment, you know. So I don't know. I'm gonna put it in even. Maybe even or -1. Okay, moving on. Lucas, I think, is even. I played against the best Lucas in the world in tournament. I beat him last time against Nitox. And I played against a bunch of other Lucas players as well. I played against YYZ when he came over. I think it's an even matchup. So, yeah. You can edge guard Luke as well, because if he tether recovers, you can needles to like interrupt his tether recovery. You can also do falling fair or falling nair. I think neutral is not that bad against him. You just have to know how to play around his crazy hitboxes. And you can actually combo him surprisingly well, despite him being a small character. I think his head having a big hitbox is like, it helps for comboing him. So it's not too bad combo wise. So I'm gonna put him in even. Lucina definitely +1. Sheik definitely beats Lucina. I've played against Mr. E at least 4 or 5 hours. I've played against Leon at least 20 hours in this specific matchup, and those are considered the two best Lucinas alongside Proto. Leon complains about this matchup when I play him because he finds it really hard. And honestly, it is really hard. Like every time I play a Lucina in tournament or in friendlies, it's pretty one-sided. Not gonna lie, it's usually pretty one-sided. I just think Sheik outframe data and outspeeds Lucina like very badly. Lucina has disjoints, but like she's so slow and floaty that like her disjoints don't matter too much. I feel like I can play around it relatively well. And I can edgeguard Lucina well. Like a lot of characters can edgeguard Lucina because Lucina is honestly not that free to edgeguard. But I feel like she does a pretty good job at edgeguarding Lucina. And I have a lot of experience in this matchup, so, and like based off of my friendlies against like two of the best Lucinas in the world, I can just say it's +1 easily, solidly. Luigi, I don't have enough experience in this matchup at all. I'll be honest. I've beaten Elegance twice in tournament. I think I'm 2-0 against him, but that was with Snake, and that was like 2 years ago. And also I don't think it matters anymore, because for a bunch of reasons, but also because I don't play Snake, the meta's different, and also Elegant's not around anymore. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, but in other matchups, or I guess other Luigis, I haven't played like in tournament enough. I feel like I never played against Luigi. Oh, that's not true. I played against you guys remember that one Wanted where Gluto lost against 2 Luigis? I fought against one of those Luigis, but I went Pyramithra and I won. So I didn't go Sheik. So I don't really know. I don't have like, especially in friendlies, I don't have enough experience in this matchup. So I'm gonna put it here. Low key, I don't have enough experience against Mario. Actually, I played against what's his name? I played against Skipper when he came over, who's like the best Mario in the Netherlands. He's like top 10 ranked in the Netherlands right now, I'd say. I feel like this match is -1 because it's hard to hit Mario in neutral. It's hard to combo Mario because of his up B and Nair, and like it's just annoying. And then if I get grabbed once, it's a lot of fucking damage. Mario has like disjoints. He has decent kill power. Like up smash is annoying. Like I can't just like falling Nair against Mario because he can just up smash me. So I have to be careful. I can't edge guard him. Mario's like really hard to edge guard. For Sheik at least. Maybe it's easier for other characters. I think it's -1. Marth. I haven't played against Marth enough. It might be +2 because Lucina's already +1. So like Marth's a worse Lucina. So usually that means you do better against Marth, but like some matchups Marth is better than Lucina. So I don't want to like, you know, I don't want to jump the gun just yet. And also I'll put him in +1. Mega Man. I haven't played this matchup enough with Sheik because I just go Chrom or Pyramithra in the past at least. But if I were to be guessing, I'd probably put an even. Low key, I don't have enough experience though, so maybe I'll put it here. Yeah, just to be sure. I feel like I've put a lot of characters here, but I don't want to just like, I don't want to just guess. You know what I mean? Even if it's like a somewhat calculated guess, it's still a guess. So put him here for now. Metaknight, I've actually played this matchup a lot. Yeah, I think it's a good matchup for Sheik. She combos Metaknight well. Even though Metaknight's kind of short, he has a big hitbox, so you can combo him well. Neutral is like not that hard against Metaknight. And Metaknight isn't the best at comboing Sheik with up air because Sheik's a fast faller. Metaknight's up air combos really shine against floaties. So like Rob, or maybe not like super floaties, but like big characters or floaties, I should say. So like Rob, Peach, Samus, Lucario. So yeah, like Sheik doesn't have to worry about like the up air combos too much. And she just beats Metaknight in neutral. She can kill him pretty early. So yeah. Mewtwo. Yeah, I don't have enough experience in this matchup. Low key. I played against Rich Brown's Mewtwo for a little bit, but that was mostly with Chrom. I don't think it's that bad for Mewtwo though. Surprisingly. I don't think it's that bad for Mewtwo. Honestly. I'm gonna put it in even. But like, this is a calculated guess, but it's a calculated enough guess where I'm comfortable enough to put it on even instead of not enough experience. I can't really explain the reasoning behind this because I don't have enough experience, just based off of how I feel about the matchup. But if I were to be explaining it, if I were forced to be explaining it, I think she can kill Mewtwo relatively early, obviously, because she's very light. And his huge hitbox makes it easier for my kill setups to work and for me to combo. So, like Needles to Bounce Fish, for example, would work really well against Mewtwo. Or like down tilt up air would work really well against Mewtwo. But I also think Mewtwo can kill Sheik really well, because like up throw kills, like forward air kills. So, and his Nair is like really annoying to deal with for Sheik specifically. I'm gonna put it in even. Me brawler. I think this matchup is even or losing. I think it's annoying. His Nair is annoying. Like, killing him is annoying. Fucking dying to, like, me brawler jank is annoying because I'm super light. Because I'm a fast faller as well, his combo throws work better against me. So he'll, like, combo throw up B or, like, I don't know, down tilt up B, and it just works better against Sheik. But I think his Nair being the way it is, it's, like, super annoying because I can't, like, combo him that well. So his Nair being a combo breaker and his neutral actually being pretty good, and him killing me early through like combo throws, all those things combined makes me want to put it in -1 or even. So I'm gonna put it here. Me Gunner. I don't know. I'm gonna put it here. This is probably gonna be the largest column. This is probably +1 or even. I feel like me fighter or me swordsfighter is not that good. He's pretty slow. Like Sheik does good against most sword characters, but like obviously swordsfighter is like kind of an exception because not the traditional sword character. But I feel like a lot of the same rules apply in terms of neutral game. I feel like neutral is like really good for Sheik. Hold on, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, Minmin. Minmin is kind of free for Sheik, not gonna lie. That matchup's hard for Minmin. I think a lot of Minmins put Sheik in. I think they put Sheik and Jigglypuff as their worst matchups on their matchup chart. Sheik is just really good at getting through like Minmin's like fucking range and zoning, and then on top of that, Sheik also edgeguards Minmin really well, better than most people. Thank you, Charlie. It was good to see you again, or like talk to you, and hopefully I'll see you again at a tournament or like, on your stream or some shit. But yeah, take care, Charlie. Take care. Goodbye, Charlie. Okay, moving on. Minmin's kind of free. I don't really need to explain too much about that. Game Watch. I don't have the most experience in this matchup, not gonna lie. But I played against Zachary's Game Watch at Ultimate Wanted for like not too long, honestly. I only played him for like 2 sets. But I also played his Joker and I also played his Drop. And I wasn't able to take a single set off of any of his characters. We played for like an hour and a half. And even though I wasn't able to take a set, I took his Joker and dropped to Game 5 for like multiple times. But then he went Game Watch in 2 sets. And not gonna lie, I got fucked by his Game Watch. I also have the least amount of Game Watch experience, the least amount of experience against Game Watch out of all his characters. Like I've practiced against Rob a lot, and I've practiced against Joker a lot. But I haven't practiced in Game Watch whatsoever. But his Game Watch did like way better than his other characters against me. Like I was able to like almost beat his Joker and almost beat his Rob, but then his Game Watch just kind of destroyed me. So because of that, I'm gonna put it in -1. I don't have enough experience to put it in -2, but it felt really annoying. Like it felt super bad. So I'll put it right here for now. Ness. I've played this matchup a lot with S1. I think this match is even. Me and S1, back when he used to play, we tend to go even in this matchup. About 13 months. Okay, that's not as long as I thought, actually. But still, it's not enough to sway my opinion. Yeah, me and S1 tend to go even in Sheik Ness, but I think he's just really good against Sheik. He's been playing he's like one of my #1 training partners since Smash 4. So he knows Sheik and my playstyle really well. And he was also a top 5 EU player in the beginning of Ultimate. Like the first EU PGR, S1 was like top 6, maybe not top 5. He was top 6 in EU on the first EU PGR. So for Ultimate, so he's just a really good player. So I don't know. I know he's a really good player. So that might influence my opinion a little bit on this, because I feel like if I play other Ness players who weren't as good as him, or who weren't as good at the matchup as him, or didn't know my playstyle as well, I'd maybe put it here. But since most of my experience comes from him, and most of our games between Sheik and Ness went even though this was like a year ago, because he's been retired for a while, I'm gonna put it in even for now. Pacman, I think it's -1. I don't think Pacman is like impossible. Definitely not as bad as these 3. Okay, so Pacman, Okay, the annoying thing about this matchup is Pacman can just like get free bells and free items or free fruits for free. Cause he just puts a hydrant and he camps behind the hydrant, and Sheik actually cannot get rid of hydrant. Cause Sheik's individual moves don't do that much damage. Like, what's my 4 or 5% fair gonna do against hydrant? Like, what's my fucking 4% down tilt gonna do? Or like 3% F tilt gonna do against hydrant? It's not gonna do shit. You know what I mean? The only two moves I can use to take care of a hydrant are like fucking burst grenade, which has like huge startup, not really like versatile enough to deal with hydrant, or like reliable enough, and then F smash or down smash, but that's also risky because they're both really laggy. So I need like a good like single hit move that takes out hydrant, like Chrom forward air, or like Chrom down air, or like Roy down air, or like Roy F tilt, or like I don't know, Pyra back air, something like that. But Sheik doesn't have that. So because of that, you can watch my set against T. He will just camp behind the hydrant the entire set, and I can't do anything about it. So what I do is I just charge needles. I'm like, all right, fine, you can have your bell. I'll have my charge needles, and then if I get hit, I'll die, which sucks. But like, Sheik is relatively good at playing around Bell, in my opinion, better than most characters. So she's terrible at avoiding. She's terrible at like preventing Pacman from getting Bell, but she's pretty good at dealing with Bell once he has it. So Bell is like the fact that he can just camp for free and get his fruits. That's like most of my reasoning behind why this matchup is annoying. But also his frame 3 Nair works as a really good like combo like stopper basically. Like I can't just combo Pacman for free. So like all the times I'll do like falling up air into double jump rising back air, or like down tilt into back air. But like against Pacman, it's really hard to get that because of his frame 3 in the air. Also really hard to edge guard him. But despite all of that, I don't think it's as bad as like any of these matchups. It's still pretty doable. Palutena I think is -1. I know this is like a controversial opinion, especially for a lot of Sheik players, because a lot of Sheik players think this matchup is even. So the reason why I think it's losing is basically because Palutena is too good at killing. So like she can kill you with up air really well. She can kill you with back throw. She can kill you with back air. A lot of her shit just kills like pretty good, and she's relatively light. So that's one factor. Another factor is I think Palutena Nair is really annoying to deal with. Not enough experience, but probably losing. Same reasoning for these characters. Small character that you can't edge guard or have trouble edge guarding, that can combo breaker your moves. Like you can't combo him that well because he has whistle and he has a lot of shit. Also, Olimar kills early. He has a kill throw. He does a lot of damage against Sheik with his combos because Sheik's a fast faller. I haven't played this matchup enough, but on paper I feel like it's losing for sure. Okay, Steve. This is a controversial opinion, but I think Steve. I legitimately think Steve is a -2 matchup. This matchup is annoying. It might be -1, honestly. It might be -1. Maybe it's like -1.5. I just hate losing to. I just hate having close sets to Steve players that aren't that good. Like I've played money matches against like mid to high level Steves with Sheik, and it's just like this shouldn't be as hard as it is. Like this is way too hard. Like you're not that good. No offense to the people I've money matched before, but like I feel like it's somewhere between -1 and -2. But I'll just put it in -1 for now. I think Piranha Plant is +1. Maybe even +2, but I don't have enough experience to put it in +2. I don't feel like I need enough. I don't feel like I need to explain my reasoning on this. Yeah, he just gets overwhelmed by Sheik. Loses neutral really hard. Gets combo really hard. Pit. Not enough experience against Pit. PT I actually think is losing. Mostly because I think Squirtle is a bitch. Honestly, Squirtle is really annoying to fight. Ivysaur and Charizard aren't that bad, but Squirtle I think small characters just do good against Sheik in general. So for the same reasoning as these 4 characters, I think Squirtle does good against Sheik as well. Just a small character that's hard to combo, hard to hit, hard to get anything started against, and he combos you really well. So it's like not good trade-offs at all. And then also he can just, it's not just Squirtle, he can just change the Ivysaur or Charizard. So he's very versatile in that regard too. So yeah, I think it's -1. Mostly because of Squirtle. If it wasn't for Squirtle, I'd put it in like even or like +1. I'm gonna leave it there. Pyra Mithra, I think it's an even matchup. Yeah, I've played against the best Pyra Mithras in the world, so I know for sure it's even. I played against Spargo, but he didn't go Pyra Mithra against me. He went Cloud. But I played against Cosmos for like 4 or 5 sets. And I won most of them. I think I only dropped 1 set out of like 4 or 5. And I played against Leo in 2 sets, and we traded sets. And I played against Glutos Pyra Mithra, and that went pretty well too. I think this matchup is good for Sheik. I think it's even. I played I played Cosmos at Smash Factor in friendlies. I think Sheik does good against both characters. I'm like even tempted to put it in +1, honestly, but I'll put it in even for now. Mostly because Sheik's really good at edge guarding Pyra Mithra. Sheik's like one of the best characters that edge guards Pyra Mithra, in my opinion. So I'm gonna put it in even. I think it is annoying to deal with Mithra's advantage state sometimes, but other than that, it's not that bad. I'm not gonna put it in. Maybe I'll put it in +1 or even. That might be a better option because, yeah, I think it's +1 or even. It could be even. I definitely don't think it's losing. That's for sure. So I'm gonna put it here, +1 or even. Richter gets fucked by Sheik. I don't think I need to explain why. He gets gimped really hard. He gets edge guarded, gets comboed. I don't really need to explain. Ridley +1. Yeah, Ridley, even though he's like huge sized, he's not that heavy, right? He's not as heavy as like the other heavyweights. So I can still kill him relatively early. And he gets comboed hard too. So I think it's +1 for sure. Rob, I think is +1. Yeah, Rob gets comboed really hard. He's not that heavy. Raindrops work really well against Rob. Probably one of the best characters it works on. Gets out neutraled. Rob can kill Sheik early with like straight back airs, up smash out of shield, gyro side B, stuff like that, but that's pretty much his saving grace. Other than that, I think Sheik does well against Rob. Also, Sheik does good against Rob in neutral because Sheik is very mobile and jumpy. And I feel like Rob in neutral, I feel like the grounded characters struggle more against Rob. So like characters like Lil Mac, fucking Snake, characters that can't jump around too much can struggle against Rob's neutral. But because like his gyro burst range and his down tilt is really good. So like you can't really stand in that area too much. But Sheik is so mobile, she can just play around it really well. So I'm gonna put it at +1. Robin, I think is it could be +2, low key, but I'm gonna put it in +1. I don't have enough experience. Rosina and Luma, not enough experience, but probably losing. Plus 1.5. Yeah, I don't want to make more columns, so I'll just put it in +1 for now. Rosie and Luma, this has been an annoying matchup ever since Smash 4. Like in Smash 4, Sheik was the better character by far, and the matchup still was like even. She didn't even win the matchup. IMO, the matchup was like even. I think it's hard to get something started against Rosie and Luma because similar to Ice Climbers, like it's hard to combo Rosa because a lot of times Luma will tank the hit, or like Luma will mess up your combo because like you'll just hit Luma first and the combo doesn't work as well. Yeah, she's a good bodyguard for sure in the matchup, but I don't have enough experience, so I'm gonna put it in probably losing. Roy, I think we definitely beat Roy, and Chrom for that matter. I already put Chrom in +2. This is one of my most practiced matchups. I think this might be my most practiced matchup. And in terms of top level practice, one of my most top level practice matchups. I've played against Goblin for at least 4 or 5 hours in Mexico. And it was all streamed on Gluto's channel for the most part. So I don't know if the VODs might still be up. But I think I did pretty well against him. I played against Flo. Flo came over to my house for like 2 days. He's like the best European Roy. Did really good against him too in friendlies. I played against Bluto's Roy in Mexico for like, I don't know, 2-3 days. Yeah, it went pretty well. And I played against Zemel, who's like probably one of my #1 training partners a lot. And yeah, I don't know. I think this matchup is just, you can get janked. This matchup is definitely harder in tournament and in like a stress like scenario. So like in a money match or like when you're playing a serious set, it's a lot more challenging. Especially in tournament, this matchup's stressful as fuck because you can just die super early to like Roy jab back or like root side B. But I feel like Sheik should win this matchup. Like especially like on paper, Sheik should definitely win. She can edge guard Roy. She can combo Roy really well. She out neutrals Roy. Roy can jab, and Chrom for that matter as well. They can't jab Sheik's shield because they just get fear out of shield. Which is huge in a matchup. Like if I approach Roy at 0, he's at 0, right? And if I approach him and he jabs my shield, I can just fear out of shield, fast fall grab, and then I can get like a 40% string if I do it properly, and or an edge guard or a ledge trap. So like the fact that he can't throw out jab as carelessly. Same with forward tilt. Chrom and Roy both can just throw out forward tilt or jab against Sheik. They have to play more of a down tilt like neutral, and they have to like use more aerials. But like if they use more aerials, that's fine by me because I can play around that too. So they just get out neutraled, like they just comboed, they just get janked, and they get like edge guarded. But they do have like cheese against me. They can kill me really early. So Samus was doable. It's just the matchup I'd never go Sheik in because I can just go Chrom. But I have not enough experience with Sheik in this matchup, to be fair. It could be +1, but it seems very evenish to me. From the limited experience I've had, it definitely seems evenish. So I'm gonna put it even. Sephiroth, definitely +1. He just gets like out frame data, it's really hard. Can't do anything up close. He's also relatively light, and he's a huge size, so you can combo him well, and you can kill him really because he's like light, and he has a big frame. So definitely easy +1. Don't have to explain this too much. Nairo thinks it's -2. Nah, I don't think it's -2. I think it's -1 or a +1 for me. Even though it's like really annoying, Sephiroth still has disjoints, which can be annoying for Sheik, and like I can't edge guard Sephiroth that well. And I can still randomly die to like a falling up air or like a falling back air like really early. So percent. So I'll put it in +1. I'm gonna put Snake in +1 as well. I think she actually Snake, I think in theory it should be +1. Like on paper it should be +1. But Snake up tilt can just like kill you at 80 when he has rage. And sometimes the difference between Roy and Snake in this matchup, it's like they both jank Sheik really well, but Sheik can edgeguard Roy and kill Roy way earlier than Snake. So what ends up happening is Snake accumulates rage way more than Roy does, and he has rage way longer than Roy does. If it was just as hard to kill Roy as it is to kill Snake, I would put Roy also here. But because Sheik wins in theory against Snake, like on paper Sheik wins, but like in tournament, you can always just get like up tilted, like when she has rage, you know, and you're at like 80. So you can die really early. Killing can be a problem, yeah, for sure. But everything else is fine. I've never lost to a Snake player with Sheik, so I think it's a pretty good matchup for Sheik. Sonic. I think this match is -1 or even. Probably more towards even, but I don't know. I haven't played this matchup enough, honestly. I've barely played this matchup, so I don't know for sure. But I feel like it can be annoying to hit Sonic or like combo Sonic or like just kill Sonic. And the same should apply to him. It's probably annoying for Sonic to hit Sheik or kill Sheik because Sonic doesn't have the best kill options. Y'all think it's even? Well, I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I'm putting it in -1 or even. So I'm just not entirely sure. So but I don't have enough experience in this matchup. That's the problem. That is the problem. That's why I'm like, I'd rather put it in like 2 columns instead of 1 because I don't have enough experience. Fuck, I don't know. Alright, I'll put it in even. But like, I'm not too sure about this one, honestly. Terry. I think Terry is +1 or even. I used to think Terry was -1 or even. Because I feel like it sounded annoying to deal with Terry's disjoints and everything. But after playing Riddles for a while, like I finally got a good grasp on the matchup. And I think it's not that bad for Sheik. I feel like Sheik does really good against Terry when Terry's in disadvantage state. I think Sheik does really good against Terry. Like Terry off stage, Sheik's grenade against Terry, similar to Ryu and Ken, is super broken. Because you can just grenade when they up B, and since they don't snap the edge, the grenade is always gonna like hit them. Not always, but a lot of times the grenade will hit them because they don't snap the edge. I used to think this matchup was bad, but after practicing with Riddles for like sitting down with Riddles for like 4 hours straight and playing, I got really good at the matchup towards the end. And Riddles was, he was getting flustered a little bit, and he was like, Sheik is so broken, Sheik is so stupid. And like when my opponent complains about Sheik, I feel like that's a good sign for the matchup. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if I play any of these characters, they would never complain about the matchup. But like if my opponent complains about Sheik and they're like, oh, Sheik's so stupid, then I'm like, alright, this matchup can't be that bad, you know what I mean? So that's like what Spargo and Riddles did when I played them in friendlies, so I don't think it's that bad. Alright, somebody asked about Sora. I forgot to explain Sora. So Sora, I think Sora just gets out frame data. I feel like Sora's neutral is not that good against Sheik, and then Sora's combos don't work that well against Sheik because Sheik has a frame 2 aerial. Toon Link's a hard one. I feel like in theory it should be losing. Wario I think is -1. I played against Gluto a lot, and the fact that my Pyramitra and my Roy does better against Gluto already says a lot about the matchup with Sheik. Because my Sheik is like infinitely better than my Roy and my Aegis. But my Aegis and my Roy do better against Gluto than my Sheik. The matchup's really annoying because like you can't fucking kill Wario. You can combo him well, but you can't kill him. And his advantage state is so good. I'm sorry, his disadvantage state is so good. He can just bike, and his air drift is so good. Wii Fit Trainer, yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking. Wolf, I think is even or -1. I played against Gluto's Wolf. Gluto's Wolf was the hardest secondary of his for my Sheik. I played against his Aegis, and I played against his Roy, and I played against his Joker, and it was all like very doable for me. Like I think I had the edge against all those characters with my Sheik against his secondaries. I think I was winning the majority against his Joker, his Roy, and his fucking Aegis. But his Wolf, we were actually going even, or it was in his favor. This matchup I've played a lot with Semi in tournament. I think this matchup is -1 or even. Sheik's really good at maneuvering around like Young Link's like projectiles in neutral game. I think Sheik does very good to maneuver around his neutral game. But Young Link's combos hurt. Like if I get hit by one Young Link combo, if Young Link grabs me at like 0 or down tilts me at 0, that's a huge ass combo against Sheik. And that for Sheik that's important because like that's huge against Sheik because you can just die at like 90 or 100. I know Void doesn't like the Young Link matchup, but I also know I have probably the most top level Young Link experience out of any Sheik in the world by far. And I don't think it's that bad. The last 2 times I played Super Semi, I won. So it's definitely doable. You just have to play a lot better than your opponent. Which sounds like a shitty thing to say. It's not like Smash Ball. Zeros with Samus, I think it's +1 or even. I've played this matchup with Sheik, the Japanese Zero Suit, like 2 years ago with pre-patch Sheik, and I was beating him solidly with pre-patch Sheik. But that was 2 years ago, so that probably doesn't matter at all at this point. But I do know Zero Suit got nerfed and she got buffed, so if anything, it should be easier now. But it was only one Zero Suit I played in friendlies. I don't know. I feel like this matchup's like similar to Smash 4. At least, yeah, it's similar to Smash 4, except you can't get cheesed anymore, which is huge in the matchup. Because like in Smash 4, you got grabbed once at 40 or like 30, you just died. Because Zero Suit could like up B and kill you in that game with Rage. In this game, she can't do that. But in this game, she's a more solid character overall. Like her up B is better. Her up B out of shield is better in this game against Sheik. But I still think she gets out neutraled so hard by Sheik that it doesn't matter that she can kill me like a little bit earlier than Sheik kills her. I think it's +1 or even. Alright, Shulk. Alright, Ramses, you've been waiting for this. You know where I'm gonna put Shulk. I'm gonna put Shulk in even. This match is weird, honestly. It could go. This matchup can be really weird. Sometimes you can gimp Shulk at like 40, but then other times you just can't kill Shulk for like fucking ever. So it's like if everything aligns properly, you can gimp him. You know, if the right burst grenade hits, you just gimp him. You know what I mean? If the right back air connects, you just gimp him really soon. But like, if that doesn't work, then he just fucking doesn't die ever, because your kill setups don't work because of shieldman auto. If you down tilt a Shulk at like 120 or 130, like down tilt up air doesn't work because he'll just change the shieldman auto. Nair bouncing fish doesn't work because it's a 2-hit combo, so he'll just change the shieldman auto. Needles in the bounce fish doesn't work because he'll just change in the shieldman auto. Every single hit, almost every single kill setup Sheik has revolves around like a 2-hit combo, 2 or 3-hit combo. She doesn't have like raw kill power, so because of that, it gets really hard to kill Shulk. But she's also very good at gimping Shulk, so I think it balances out that. I will say the better you are at the Sheik matchup, the better you get at avoiding getting gimped. So Ramses, for example, he's been getting really good at not getting gimped against me. But I'm pretty sure if I play like any other Shulk, I can just like gimp them very easily. You know what I mean? So I have to take into account that he knows me as a player really well as well. You know what I mean? So I'll put it in even. I think even's a good spot for Shulk. And I think that's it, guys. I think that's it.